Hello everybody, my name is David. Welcome to Monday's Q&As. Hello everyone. I want to welcome new subscribers to the channel. Thank you very much everyone for subscribing. This is a question and answer video. I do these every single Monday. And all you have to do if you want me to answer your questions, if you have one, go down in the comments section and just ask a question, anything you want, and I'll answer them in the next Q&A video next Monday. Today I'm answering questions from the last Q&A video, last Monday. All I ask you guys, please ask a question. Just tell us where you're at, locations. Don't have to be specific, be general. I like to know where people are at in the world, geographically with this. And I think other survivors like to know too, and it gives us a sense of unity, little family, you know, it's not just me, a little validation. So please tell us where your location is. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you. I always give, or I've been trying to every week, give a suggestion to you guys, something that you can utilize in your recovery, whether it's a video or somebody, another YouTube channel, or author, books you can read, stuff like this. And I want to recommend another author and another book this week. Dr. Charles Whitfield is a board-certified internist who transitioned into psychiatry. He's the author of the best-selling book, Healing the Child Within, Discovery and Recovery for Adult Children of Dysfunctional Families. He quotes, or I quote him, "Our inner child is lost to trauma and loss, and by recovering it, we can heal fear, confusion, and unhappiness in our adult life." So, anything you guys do, as long as you're doing it for yourselves, this is the kind of stuff we're talking about. Love ourselves. You know, you're doing work. You go and you research something that applies to you that you think may benefit you, and you take the time to read it, and hopefully something like this will benefit you. The thing about all of this is understanding. So if there's something wrong, say we have CPTSD, say we have a complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and it's not just something we go to the doctors and say, hey, I got this going on, and the doctor does this little thing and says, oh, you take this pill and it'll be all good, someday. No, the best way to start and begin to heal from something like that is to really understand it, learn all about it, okay? So I hope that this would be something that can help you do that, okay? And also, I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of this guy and heard of this book, may have read it yourself. I would love your feedback down below. Thank you very much. And let's get started with today's questions. First one is from Maria in Canada. Hello, Maria. Hi, David. Love your videos. Thank you. Why do they recycle the same one 3 times over decades? So when you say they, I'm assuming you're saying you want to know why narcissists keep coming back and recycle people and relationships, because there's all kinds of different reasons people would do that, and there's different reasons narcissists may do that. But my guess is why a narcissist does that is try to understand that they never really got to know or care who you are. You are a physical object, kind of, to them. They're attracted to what you gave them physically. Attention, sex, money, power, whatever it was. That's why they keep coming back for it. If it was just an emotional thing, they would be more of a wreck, right? They wouldn't want to keep coming back and getting hurt. That's painful to them. But they aren't too concerned about that emotional connection. I made a video about that recently. So I think that it's a real physical thing that they get from you, that he gets from you, and whatever that is what he just wants to come back and get again. You offer something to him, you give it, so he takes it. Okay, Maria? I hope that makes sense. Sorry I can't be more specific. I obviously don't know exactly why in your case. I just can only guess. Thanks, Maria. Oscar from, I think you say where you're from somewhere else, but not here. Yeah, you do. I have another question. So I have been making videos for therapeutic purposes, documenting my experience. No names. Is it a smear campaign to share? I will ponder this too. Well, and I said, I commend you for being careful, right? And Oscar, making videos to help yourself for therapeutic purposes is great, right? That's your cause, that's your reason, not to just hurt and attack people. It's for you, to help you. So as long as you aren't hurting other people, great, right? You aren't saying names. Important people can't really figure it out. It's not going to cost the person their job still because they'll figure out who you're talking about, stuff like that, right? So no smear campaign. Quincy from, you say AL, I hope that's Alabama. Hello, Quincy. How do I make life choices without letting my shame from narcissistic parents affect them? I am considering becoming an elementary school teacher. However, I feel ashamed of this because this is the job that my narcissistic mother has. I don't want to be like her. Thanks, David, for all your help. I love how direct and honest you are in your coaching. It's very helpful. Thank you, Quincy. So if you recognize and feel shame and you know the source, try to heal from that. Best way to heal from shame, talking, facing it, understanding. I call shame misunderstood pain. It hurts. You don't understand, right? If I was very emotionally disturbed because of all of my past and I never healed from it, and I have a child and put it on that child, it's not the child's fault, it's my fault. The child is going to hurt and hurt and hurt until he grows up and understands this. And once that child really, truly understands this, the pain goes away. It's not his fault, it's mine. So talk about it, Quincy. Totally understand your parents, okay? And you'll know that you're understanding when you start having some compassion. You know, that's what that is. It's understanding where your parents came from, and maybe they did the best they know how. I'm not trying to make excuses. Never make excuses for abuse, especially. But, you know, shame is something that affects the person individually. What might hurt you might not hurt me. What might hurt me might not hurt you. So this is about how you feel about this experience, and you need to feel better about this experience. And the only way I know how, and it's very beneficial usually, is to just talk about this, Quincy, with somebody you trust and somebody that can give you a little bit of feedback and help you understand, like, hey, your dad, your mom had some, you know, deep emotional voids of their own. You know, they grew up, they even had a little worse, and they were trying to break the cycle by just not doing, you know, by just not hitting you because they were hit maybe. And so all they did was focus on not hitting you, and they didn't really heal from their own childhood pain and went and sought help and worked on themselves. And they raised a child, and the child took the blunt of that emotional pain. The attention was put on themselves and fighting and arguing and doing whatever they're doing in their life instead of putting all the attention on you. And it hurts. And once you fully heal from that, it means that you understand it. Okay, Quincy? So heal from this. And I commend you for being a school teacher. Thank you. Hard job. Keep going if that's something you want to do. And you should feel better about it. I wouldn't want someone to go do something they don't feel good about, but obviously this is something you would like to do. So go make yourself feel better about it. Talk. Tell someone. Quincy, okay? Good luck. Terry. I don't know where you're from, Terry. I don't see it. Hello, I need an idea on how to stop obsessing about him. Our divorce, ... which I filed, is also coming up April 18th. I'm hoping it will help me move forward. The finality is hard for me. My spouse started drinking, and since I was in limbo with hope he would get sober, I didn't realize he may be a narcissist until a couple months ago. I keep thinking maybe it's just his addiction. Is it common for narcissists to have this addiction? Thank you for your videos. You have helped me tremendously. Oh, thank you, Terry. Thanks for telling me. So when you ask me, is it common for narcissists to have this addiction, I'm guessing the drinking, alcoholism, drug addiction, stuff like this. Yes, it is. It's very, very common. A lot of these disorders have problems with impulsivity and compulsivity, and they don't know how to cope with life's problems typically, and so when people don't, they tend to turn to addictions. So yes, it can be very common. And I think that's what you're asking me about the drinking. I hope so. Good luck with the divorce. Even though it feels bad, I believe you're probably doing the right thing. If he's a narcissist and he's been abusing you, then you sure are doing the right thing. You want to know how you stop obsessing about him. So, like a baby, we don't just take away something we don't want the baby to have. We replace it with something, Terry. So if you're obsessing about something bad and negative you don't want to obsess about, really right now, try to at least obsess on something positive and healthy. Okay? At least that's better. Right? It's kind of like a doctor will tell you, eat as much candy as you want to quit smoking. Smoking's worse. Lung cancer is worse than diabetes. If that's what it takes to quit smoking, eat a ton of candy. Right? If what it takes for you to stop and get away from this person that's abusing you, so you have some peace of mind, then obsess on something else. Okay? And I don't mean replace one addiction with another. Right? I'm not saying, don't do cocaine, try methamphetamines. I'm saying don't obsess. I'm not going to just say don't do something. Don't obsess, right? That's impossible. Obsess on something else. Start working out. Start reading, writing, journaling. I don't know. There's a ton of other things you can do, Terry, besides just sit there and do. Because if you're obsessing on him, you can't be doing something else. Our brains usually typically don't work like that. We keep actions separate in our minds. So we have a part of our brains that actually focus on our emotional part of our life. We have a part of our brain that focuses on our day-to-day activities and our jobs. So that's why when we're working really hard, the emotional part of our life is kind of on the back burner. And that's why people become workaholics, right? Well, if I could get you to become a workaholic for 6 months, at least you'll make some money, right? You're not being abused. Okay, so if it's about what you're doing, do something else. Okay? Thanks, Terry. I hope that helps. Good luck with the divorce. Rebecca from Raleigh, North Carolina. Hello, Rebecca. He sent me a happy Valentine's Day text and nothing else. Was it a Hoover or he just wanted me to chase him? I don't know, Rebecca, so I will guess, and I'm guessing that he just wants what he used to get from you, but he's a little ashamed to ask for it. He knows he hurt you, and he maybe feel like he's the worst person in the world because they already do. They already have such bad self-esteem. So he, instead of coming to you and saying, Rebecca, I'm so sorry for hurting you so much. I've realized over this time that I can't live without you. I need you. I love you. I've done these things to change. Happy Valentine's Day card. And he waits. And he waits. Right? That's all he can do. Wouldn't that be what if we took an 8-year-old child, right, and said, okay, you're a 34-year-old adult now, and put a suit on him and said, here you go, and here's your wife, and oh, that relationship didn't work out. Oh, but you miss her. You want her back. What are you going to do? Send her a card. Send her a song. Send her a song. Send her immaturity. That's what it is, Rebecca. It's called immaturity, emotional immaturity. Just throw it away. If you don't want anything from him, throw it away. If you do want something from him and you never got it before, you're probably never going to get it again. Or you never will. That's what I should say. So, be thankful that someone sent you a happy Valentine's Day card on Valentine's Day. That's great. Don't need to reply because that's what he wants. He's hoping you reply with just anything that opens the door for him, right? He's checking your self-worth. Is it still low, Rebecca? Is it still low enough for me to step all over you? Or have you built yourself up a little bit and realized what a piece of crap I am and you won't take it anymore? Which one is it, Rebecca? It's like he's throwing the line out there. He's fishing for you. He knows you're in that pond somewhere. Is she going to bite again? Is she going to bite again? And he pulls it up and there's no Rebecca. Nope, guess not going to bite again. Damn, I pushed it too far. Well, go find someone else. I'm sorry, Rebecca. Good for you for staying strong and not falling for it again. See where we're at here. I think I'm going to stop. If I can get out of here. No, I can't. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to save the last few questions for part 2. So thank you guys. If you could help me, what I'm trying to do, the reason I'm doing all these videos is to have information for people. You know, I'm hoping that some of this information can help people. And by the way, I want to thank all of you very much for such nice comments to me. You guys are so grateful and thankful for the work I do. So I just really appreciate all of that. I really do. It's so nice. It's not why I do it, but it's why I keep going, I think. You know, this isn't easy. It takes a lot of time, a lot of work. I don't get paid for this. So your appreciation, your thankfulness and all this, and just showing me how it's benefited you and showing me some of the milestones and letting me into your life a little bit and seeing what you're doing. And it's just really, really nice. I really appreciate it. So what I'm trying to do is get information about this stuff bigger and bigger and bigger so that when people are suffering from this, they can find some answers, at least get a little bit of direction into the right direction. Suffering from this and not knowing is causing people to commit suicide every day. And even if they don't, they're suffering every day. And, you know, I've been there. I know how bad it is. So if you guys can just help my work a little bit, push a few buttons, and just recommend it to people, maybe post it on groups and forums, stuff like that. It really helps. Thanks, guys. Love yourself first. See you in part 2. Bye.